got the sink back. You can see it right here. It's in pretty good shape. You can see there's, if we look down the line, I think I did this before, and it was all wavy and stuff because I had been prying it off here. And now it's relatively straight. It still, doesn't look perfect by any means, but it's certainly going to give us good seal down here on the countertop, and it will get us through the next season or two before we maybe do a remodel to the galley, which we've been talking about. So I'm going to put this in today, hopefully, and I think it's going to be a pretty easy job. It's always a horrible thing to say, I guess, on a boat, but I got to just cut the hoses, put in some of the new hose fittings, and some of the old hose fittings too, and then secure it all with some clamps, and we should be good to go. So I'm going to go about doing that. Yeah. Yeah. So, words are escaping me right now. So I went to go put the fitting on the through hole. Had got, the threaded caulk on it, threaded sealant all on it. Got down there, and it looks like it's a 1/4 inch too small for the fitting coming out of the through hole. I'm pissed at myself because I didn't check this, obviously. It's my fault, but oh God, it's just so painful. So I was just about ready to start putting it together. Well, actually, I was starting to put it together when I realized that. Back to the drawing board, back to the catalogs to see what piece I need. Oh, so not happy about this, but probably cursed myself saying it was going to be easy. Well, it's around about 6:30, something like that, and I just got back from a long trip to St. Augustine. Started off by going to the Marine Supply and Oil Company. That was the big marine store that I had gone to back in March, and picked up some of the fittings that I needed, some marine grade wire for some of the mast wire that we need to replace, and a cleat, a couple other random things. And then I went over to a place called the Sailors Exchange, which in a later video, I'll hopefully show you some video of that, some pictures of that. The Sailors Exchange is an awesome consignment shop and used boat goods store. People there are incredibly friendly. It was a Friday afternoon, and the place was just really busy, which was cool. Tip, if you ever go there too, and you're buying something, you should ask if that's the best they can do at the price, because they knocked down a chart book that I wanted to buy, knocked it in half. It was $20 listed on it. I got it for $10. So I was pretty happy about that. In checking out, I also asked them, we need some bolts that go through our mast that hold on that attach the mast tangs, and these are really hard to find. I'd gone to Fastenal and bought some bolts. It turns out that the shoulder on them are not long enough, and so we would have been putting pressure, or the pressure from the tangs would have been put on one side on the threads of the bolt, and by all accounts, that's a bad idea, and so gonna have to take those bolts back, but looking for other bolts and could not find them, and so I've been trying to get some just fabricated for us. I actually called down to Jacksonville yesterday and was talking to a fabrication company there, although they didn't seem to want to deal with me because I wasn't buying $5,000 worth of stuff. But the folks at the Sailors Exchange sent me over to a place down in St. Augustine, which was back in the woods. It's a really cool place. When we go to pick up the bolts, I'll be sure to take some video of it. And they're going to be able to fabricate these bolts for us. A little pricey for a couple long bolts, but we need them, and they're going to do a real good job in 316 stainless, and exactly to our specifications, so that's pretty awesome. Then I finally made my way back up here to St. Mary's, and by the time I got here, Margaret was already checked into the room. You can see her over here. She's trying to get a little work done, but we are planning to go do a little grocery shopping and go out and get a nice dinner and go see Bear, because Margaret has not been down to the boat yet. I am luxuriating in the air conditioning of the hotel room. But we'll keep you updated. Take it easy, guys.